we're testing today while I'm out is the Retevis Walkie Talkie. I did get them sent to us. I do get the offer of lots of things sent to us, to be quite honest. The vast majority I turned down, mainly because I don't like it, I don't think they're good value, or I don't think they're good quality. But when Retevis contacted us, I looked at the product, I looked at a couple of YouTube videos. I thought they were very useful, the quality looked good, and I thought it was a fair price as well. So we're going to test them out today when we're out. Charging setup for the Retevis Walkie Talkie. So you've got the call button there, which is also how you turn it on. A long press to get it on, a long press to get it off, and one short press for it to call the other person who will be using that. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Over.
Oh, you sound nice and clear. So, can you hear me nice and clear?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Over.
So we will put a long press on there now to turn it on. And this here is the volume button. So if you want to turn your volume up. Channel that you've got on as well. So at the moment it's on volume 7 and the channel is 111. So you've got to make sure that this one is set to the exact same channel as well. So if I pressed the call button, if this one was turned on, that would then alert the other person that somebody is trying to contact them. And Mrs. Metalman should be getting the signal. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Over.
Nice and clear? I can hear you nice and clear.
Over.
One thing you've got to remember, to speak, press your thumb on the speak button. When you finish speaking, remember to take your thumb off, which I keep forgetting to do. But as you can see in here, there's lots of obstacles, and despite that we're still getting a crystal clear signal. So when we were using these in Whinlatter Forest, there was lots of obstructions which I thought might affect the sound quality we were getting in between them. Had no issues at all, and we didn't really have it on the highest volume setting either, so I was really impressed. I did watch one video where a couple are out in the woods and they're almost a mile apart. They're license free, which means basically you can go and pick them off a shelf, you can get them sent from Amazon, and you don't have to have a license. Now, me and Mrs. Metalman have been out quite a few times where we've been climbing something, and she doesn't like to climb too high there now. We've come to somewhere on the trail, and all of a sudden she thinks, I don't think I can get up there. So what I'll say is, I'll tell you what, I'll climb up a bit further, see what it's like. So within 2 minutes, I'm out of sight, and she's left by herself. Just like she's almost by herself there. So she gets a little bit nervous, given we're in the middle of nowhere. So these would be very useful. If I get out of sight and she gets a bit nervous, she can just quickly ask where I am, how far I'm away, and when will I be back. So a lot of people would turn around and say, well, why do I need one of them? We've both got mobile phones. Get lost, we'll just give each other a ring. That's fine if you can get a signal, and as we've just found in here, there is no signal. What we have got is a signal on the walkie-talkies, so we can always keep in contact with each other. One group we used to go out with before, the two people that used to run it used to have these walkie-talkies, because one of them would be at the beginning of the group leading the way, the other one would be walking with the slowest person, so they'd have one as well. So if ever there was any issue, one could speak to the other, and in seconds, if needed, they could provide help. The only way I will do a review as if I am impressed with something. If I'll use it, if I think it's good value, and if it's well made. And to be honest, this ticks all 3 boxes for me. As well as being dust proof, this is 100% waterproof as well. So I did want to test that when we're out at Whinlatter Forest. So I'll try and test that, see if I can test that in here. We've also got a lamp button. So if you want a lamp on there, you can use that there, so the lamp button. Also there's an SOS button as well. So if you press that, and then press it again to stop it. Yeah, so very useful. You've got this, the bottom, so you could put that onto your either your jacket or your chest strap of your backpack. And one thing my oldest grandson, Harry Metalman, and myself are supposed to be doing this year is going out canoeing. Now these would be absolutely ideal if you're out canoeing. After a while you might drift apart. Rather than shouting to each other over a lake, to be able to use one of these to keep in contact would be absolutely superb. And also, if you did by any chance drop this into the water, as well as being waterproof, it does float. And as soon as it goes in the water, that lamp comes on as well. Very useful if you're in the dark and you drop this into the lake. So let's see if we can do that. Not the test I wanted to do, but you can see the lamp straight away coming on, and you can see it is actually floating as well. I mean, how good is that? Useful bit of kit. We had a lot of fun, but as well as the fun aspect, there's also the serious aspect as well to these. So the Retevis RT49P. To be honest, I think it's an absolutely awesome bit of kit. I did mention before, I do get asked to review quite a lot of stuff. 90% of it I turn it down because 1, I won't use it, 2, I don't think it's very good, and 3, I think it's overpriced. I did get offered a brand new tent to review. The only problem with that is I've got a tent, and the one I've got, in my opinion, is better. And the reviews I did see online of this tent, I didn't rate it at all. I was tempted to accept it because I've got 3,000 subscribers coming up. It'll be a really nice 3,000 subscriber giveaway. But the thing is, I couldn't give a very good review, so I turned it down. I always give my honest opinion. But again, how much fun with them could you have in a place like this? Family group, you can always keep in contact with each other. To be honest, I think that's absolutely brilliant. So if you watched all the way through, thank you very much appreciate it. If you've enjoyed the video, click on the like button, really would appreciate that, and it won't be too long before we are back out again. Cheers.